Hello there, my name's Jeff Hoagland, and welcome to a Runeterra highlight video on my YouTube channel. I try and highlight a different deck at least 5 days a week, so if you enjoy the content, please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell to get notifications when more go up. Alright, Ashe Kench'em. Gotta Kench'em all. So, this, unsurprisingly, was the deck that people banned the most, the pick ban gauntlet we just finished. I think this deck's a lot of fun. Kench, I think, is one of, if not the sweetest build-around champion in Runeterra, and I really feel like this card is a phenomenal example of good game design, because unlike a card like, say, Trundle or, other champions that just slot into anything, Kench requires very specific deck building requirements to do well. And the big Kench deck that we've seen is the Soraka Kench deck, where you heal him back up so he can acquire taste to capture lots of things after they strike him. This deck specifically is combining Kench with Ashe and other frostbite things, because if Kench only eats frozen meals, he doesn't take damage from that. Past just eating a bunch of frozen meals, we also have some things like Troll Chant, as well as Kindly Tavern Keeper, that can heal Kench back up in a pinch. But the core of what this build is looking to do is it's looking to make some frozen meals for Kench. The bottom end of our curve is things like Omen Hawk, Hired Gun, Make It Rain, Rhyme Fang Wolf to keep us alive in the aggro matchups. And then at the very top end of our curve, we've got Rhyme Tush Shaman, who serves up a frozen meal for Kench every single turn. And then we have Howling Abyss here, which is a way to generate some late game card advantage against other control decks. So let's see if we can successfully Kench them all in this next set. Did I play the same 3 decks as last time? I did not. I played Ashe Kench'em again. This was the only replay. And then I played Twisted Diana and Lux Leona. Ooh. Why don't you turn off? Stop beeping at me. Alright, there we go. Sorry. Apologies for those noise. I don't know. My RTX might have filtered that out. I have a baby monitor that was beeping, so I can see Haley when I'm working in my office. I didn't hear anything. God bless RTX voice. There was a very distinct boop, boop, boop. What are your thoughts on Make It Rain in this deck post-nerf? Well, I mean, the sarcastic short answer is, I think Make It Rain is awful in this deck. That's why I'm still playing 3 copies of it. The longer, more nuanced answer is that Make It Rain is very good in decks like this, because it helps you stop decks like the discard aggro that are going wide. So I actually like this change to Make It Rain, because it makes it more of a control card than anything. Perfect Troll Chant here. Make this not strike, eat your Fleet Feather Tracker. The big 55, Tom Tracy coming in hot for the 55th month. Thanks for keeping me around, I appreciate that. That's a great draw.
All the world on one arrow.
On one arrow. I actually hadn't thought about that Precipic, but that's kind of a reasonable suggestion, I think. Now, the real question here is, okay, so this feels like a riposte, right? Do I just end the turn and burn their mana? I don't think dealing 5's important. I think I'm the control deck here. I think I'm just ending the turn and burning their mana. This like screams riposte with the past there.
The eye of twilight sees all.
I don't know, Quaddle. I didn't play that many games with it in that set. Yeah, definitely, Knacker. It's hard to know exactly for sure, because I didn't announce until I was halfway through. I didn't announce until I was halfway through October that I wasn't coming back to Magic. So we could still see some more drop-off, but... I think I just take 5 here, huh? Lets them draw a card.
A gift from the river folk.
Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
Show me a target.
Rhinefang Wolf does kill through barrier, because he's still striking it.
Time is right. Strike now.
It had to be.
Yeah, I think that's the line, Precipic.
Allow me.
Oh, you want to eat this? Nah, I don't think so. I think this isn't a big deal. No, I want to kill the dragon so the dragon can't kill my Ashe.
Oh, I don't require a menu.
I've got double make it rain here to punch through this eventually.
Defend these forests to the end.
Famous last words. Now, one thing that's great here is this Babbling Berg, the way our deck is constructed, guaranteed draws us Ashe, which means with Ashe in play, this draws Flash Freeze.
Things trapped in the ice.
Their pride will cost them.
It's good deck building, yep.
Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
We open on this, right? I think this is subtly one of the sweetest designs in Runeterra. Like, the card's good too, but just like from a design perspective, this card is very, very sweet.
What form will the waters take?
So, like, I have mixed feelings about this turn.
Waters are
Like, they get this back, but Rhinefang Wolf's just about to eat it, so, like...
Rosans, stand together.
Yeah, like, it feels like we're pretty far ahead. Like, on a pure card to value perspective, that exchange was okay for my opponent, but from a,
falls to me.
from a, what's it called? From a board presence advantage, they're really far behind, right? So like they're up a ton of cards in hand right now, but they don't have the board presence they need to be in this game any longer. So they're up in terms of card advantage, but they're behind in tempo by a lot.
So I go.
These are our lands.
Rhyme Wolf there really punching the work. In a lot of ways, and it sounds kind of funny to say, Kench in this deck is kind of like Rhymefang Wolf's 4 through 6. Like, Kench and Rhymefang Wolf serve a very similar role in what our deck is doing and looking to accomplish. Yeah, I agree, Pespic. With the what's it called, we're just so far ahead. Yeah, mulliganing this, looking for a more aggressive curve. With the Abyss, we're just so far ahead that I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have been as aggressive as I was. There's no reason to. We did not, Cody. We got Atrocity after I took a bad line. Took a bad line and left the door open to get Atrocity. We have way more than enough Frostbite in our deck, Clur, to find more by the time they field rush. I wanna mulligan everything I had there to start, so I can have an aggressive start to pressure them out of the game, ideally.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
I'm playing this out naked for my pressure to start as opposed to this because they're a Vile Feast deck, so I don't really want my first threat to die to that, ideally. This matchup can be challenging for us, although I do think that the Feel the Rush build of the opponent's archetype is easier for us to beat than War Mother's Call, because we can interact with a couple of units. It's the endless flow of units from War Mothers we have a hard time with. Just gonna pass here, because if they want to play their 0-4 ramp, then I get to play Wolf and eat it. And if they just want to pass, I get to burn their mana. Just like we drew it up, chat. And these little things about knowing what my opponent's deck is doing and then using the priority system to give myself an edge here is huge. Runeterra is easily the most rewarding card game I've ever played in terms of player skill because of the priority system. There's so many little spots like this where you can give yourself an edge if you understand how your matchup plays out and how the priority system works. Correct, Boss Smiley. The spell mana system adds a ton of nuance to the pass back and forth, is exactly correct. I wanted to play more pressure out anyway, so getting to heal back up my Wolf here sounds great.
Success gets noticed round.
Please play a Trundle. Ice Quake gets us here, but that card's not super commonly played. It's usually just their Trundle spell. Unlike Magic, where you gain an edge by having 6 lands in play on turn 3. Accurate. Big mood.
Ice to meet you.
You don't like Atrocity Press a pick? I think Atrocity's mostly fine. I don't really find that card offensive. I think the only thing in Runeterra's current format I wouldn't mind seeing dialed back a touch is what's the word I'm searching for? Is the my mouth is just mush. Is the reach in the Noxious deck. I think I save Rhyme Thing here.
Son of a... All the world on one arrow.
I think we're just opening attacks here. That's a decent pickup. This is easily our best card in this matchup. They have a lot of ways to kill this wolf. Vengeance on a Rhyme Fang wolf, chat. That, we call that a W in my book. Good morning, Hippity. I see you.
I'm gonna make a U-sickle. You're in my kingdom now.
So, this play means that they have to have 2 8+ cost things in their hand to kill Ashe.
Be a worthy opponent.
You could have fought by my side.
Still running Make It Rain, question mark? That is such a Twitch chat question. That is such a Twitch chat question. Oh. Yeah, do I Hecarim take their swing? That's probably the line, right? So we can kill them next turn. Hecarim makes a bunch of friendos.
My blade calls.
I actually think Make It Rain is super good right now.
I'll knock 'em dead.
I think it's a pretty necessary tool for keeping up with the discard aggro decks.
Ready for a beatdown.
Wow, that just went to +4. Good lord.
Cold.
I think I want a Babbling Berg here. Brittle Steel checks life, zigzags.
These biggest tombstones.
And see what they do. Not necessarily press a pick, because even without Ruination, like, what's the word that I'm searching for? They could kill me next turn, right? Like, there's a chance that they kill us next turn. I don't think we can kill them this turn is the problem. I think that's pretty unlikely. Trundle's a thick boy. Ashe is 3 off of flipping still, so I can't level her. If we could level her, it'd be easy peasy. We'd like brittle steel something, they only have 1 blocker, we'd kill them. Yeah, I think I need to Rhyme Tusk to not die next turn. Is about where I'm at. If I play this, they go block, block, block. Yeah, I think we just do this. I think that's the play. Yeah, I think it's hook the pillar with these, and then Rhyme Tusk to make something smaller this turn. Got me. Giga Ninja, Jinja Ninja, thank you for the 29 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
Winter is the Freljord's true ruler.
You need to make it rain now so we can brittle steel trend. Oh, that's a good idea. You're so smart and thin, Twitch chat. So this will ice this, and then brittle steel can tag this. Told you we were Dr. Lawyer astronauts. I apologize for ever doubting you, Twitch chat. Ooh. Yeah, passage unearned really needed to be a modal card.
Smashing! This is gonna be fun! They're coming! Hi!
I don't think I kill this, right? I just let this stay as it is? Or do I kill it to play around Ruination? This could go either way. Killing it plays around Ruination.
You'll make a fine totem.
Not just flesh! Rage incarnate! Heed my word!
Well, so blocking there was actually worse against that spell, right? Because now I don't have an extra frostbite to open on decent attacks with Ashe. Although I guess Nocturne kind of does that. So we're gonna die to Atrocity again, he said. But other than Atrocity, we're doing okay. Did the block save me? No, the block saved me 3 life. I would have gone to 1. Oh, Ashe can level herself. You're right.
Didn't expect this.
Fate can be cruel.
That's true. They did play Unspeakable. You want a Jinx for the extra card? That's a thought. I mean, if we open, what do we lose to? She's gonna level. This'll make 2 friends. They block here. They block here. We die. Order Hecarim last. Well, I mean, Hecarim's minions always summon after himself. Yeah, we lose to Atrocity. Do we lose to, like, Grasp, though? If they go, like, block, and then, like, Grasp one of the riders, they go to 10. So, yeah, we don't beat Grasp either. I think I need to play another unit out here, is what I'm counting. Yeah, I think we play Shen. Ha. Oh! If we play 2 dogs, this can't block because we'll be fearsome. And then they'll have another can't block too. Because, what's it called? This triggering Nocturne. Yeah, we can overwrite the landmark with other dog. What a crazy game. Howling Abyss is a sweet piece of top end. Now, things I would change. Honestly, I don't know that I'd really change anything. I feel like the one thing I want to call out in this deck is that I think playing some number of Make It Rain is still worthwhile. I think it's probably not a 3 of anymore at 3 mana, but this card's incredibly good against the discard-based aggro deck that's looking to go wide, so I think playing a few copies of them is great. This was actually the first time I'd played Tavern Keeper in this shell, and he was really stellar. Not only does he buffer our life total in the aggro matchups, but having another tool that lets us heal Kench back up was also great. No, I think I like the 3 Tavern Keepers. I think he's not only good against aggro, but he's also good in the mid-range matchups. I don't think we really need Avalanche. We're a deck that beats aggressive decks by playing to the board. So Omen Hawk, Hired Guns, Tavern Keepers, Rhyme-Fang Wolves, we want to beat aggro by having a board of our own. Now, the one place this archetype really struggles is I actually think that matchup against the Trundle Tryndamere deck is tough. I would bet we're probably not a favorite to win that matchup. That being said, while I could make changes to this deck, such as playing more Howling Abyss to make that matchup better, I think the things we would have to do to change this deck to make it meaningfully better against that control deck changes the aggressive matchups too much, which I think are currently very good. And I think, as is the case with a variety, in formats with a variety of decks, I think that having a bad matchup against that is fine. I also think, and this is important to note, I think this deck's matchup against Trundle Tryndamere got better when they started playing Feel the Rush as opposed to War Mother's Call. If you didn't get a chance to see us play through Feel the Rush multiple times in that set, you're going to want to go back and check it out. The fact that we can just grind through their 2 things that they get and not have them get an endless flow of threats is really, really good for us. So yeah, I think that matchup's still hard, but I think I like this deck as is. It's got good it's not unwinnable there. You have some play, as we showed in that last match, and I think it got a little bit better for us with Feel the Rush being the card they're playing now. At any rate, that's going to be it for me.